morning ladies and gents, just coming on very quickly to share this card with you that I've been constructing. I'm using today the Spooky Cat stamp set, okay, and it's photopolymer. I've also used the cat punch, which you can buy with the stamp set and save yourself 10%. So this is just basically, I have older kids, so my kids don't do trick or treat, but I do have grandchildren. So I just come up with this idea that I wanted to do for them. All I've done is I've cut a piece of card straight down the middle of an A4 sheet and scored in the middle. I've done my layer 1/4 of an inch shorter, so it just sits nicely on top, so I'm going to get that on. I've also used the new bronze, I think you would call it, ribbon, and I showed you in one of the previous videos what's so special about this ribbon. So I'm just going to glue this on, and I'm using wet glue because it just gives me that little bit of wiggle room. I'll just put some under that ribbon as well. Get that stuck down. I always do like a little tea party for my grandchildren because they don't go out trick or treating. It's just not safe, I don't think, these days. But it's personal preference, and my daughter just doesn't let them. So they come here, we all dress up, and we have like a little tea party for them. Excuse me. I am going to use tape. This pocket measures 3 3/4 inches by 3 1/4. So I'm just going to put tape on this, and all I've done was scored around 3 sides. That tape's going to be too thick, so I'm going to have to use wet glue. Just scored 1/4 of an inch round 3 sides and rounded the corners, and I used our new label punch just to punch out where you can pull out. I do have some thinner red line tape, but never brought it in with me. So we're just going to stick that down, making sure to stay well away from the side that you're going to slide your card into. And we're just going to bring that down there, stick that down. I'll have to hold it for a minute or two. So I hope everyone's having a nice weekend. Well, start to your weekend. Oh sugar, I wanted to. This is the ribbon when you separate it. And I just want to tuck, don't come up, a bit of that under there. Okay, try that again. It just makes it look like a spider's web, that's all. That's what was in my mind anyway. So just give that a minute to grip. hard to believe that, like, we're almost into September. It's just mad, 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 mad. And all my grandbabies now, the eldest one, he starts year 1, P1, when they go back. And the twins are actually starting nursery. So it's making Granny here feel a little bit old. But they have to grow and they have to learn. Right, so I'm going to leave that for a minute just to take a good grip. I'm just going to work on our, I've made it so it's like a gift card. You can fit a gift card on there. And what I done was I stamped out the cat and then punched him out. So I'm going to lay him down. You could use dimensionals, but I don't want to because I don't really know how tight that pocket's going to be. So we'll just stick him down. Okay, I'm just going to punch a hole in the top using our 1/8 circle punch. And I'm going to try and thread some of this. I don't know, I love this lately. This bronze ribbon, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to try and thread it through. Great stuff. Just going to tie a little knot in it. Cut a little bit off, left it a bit too long. And that's going to slip into our pocket. I've also done, this is out of the seasonal die set, and what I really wanted to do was, I'm going to snip that bit off there, and I'm going to cut them down there. And I'm going to try my best to stick that on there. So this is just something else, you know, you can snip into your dies. I'm just going to put little blobs of glue because we don't want it popping out all over our card. So I'm going to put that across there. And I've just, snipped into some to make it look like bristles. And I'm just going to use glue dots to sort of gather it up. Okay, I'll have that one going down there. Need another glue dot. Oh, come on. So I'm going to fold that over there. And then I'll use another couple of glue dots and we're going to put it on our twig. Okay, so we've made like a broom effect. Just stick them on with glue dots. There we go. I've also fussy cutted out one of the stamps, which is the hat, the witch's hat that you get, and I just fussy cutted that out. And I can pop that up on dimensionals because it's on the outside of the card. And I just stab them in the middle, makes it easier for them to come off. So I'm going to stick that across there. I've got another piece of web, well, I'm calling it web, that I want to stick between these two. So I'm going to stick that on there. Use a couple more dimensionals. What I'm going to do is just catch that with the dimensional. Oops. Stab. Peel off. And I'm just going to drop this a little bit. Okay. And again, I've just used the potion bottles. Oops, sorry. Now these potion bottles, it is two-step because you get the bottles and then you get the stamps to put the liquid and the bubbles in the potion. So that's what I've done there. So that's all sticking down lovely, and I've put some of that web stuff on there. So I'm just going to stick this to the side. Get me ribbon out. Yeah, I'll use a couple more dimensionals, I think. My God. Talk about sticky. Got two stuck together there. Oh, now it's stuck on my nail. Wouldn't be my videos if something didn't go wrong, would it? So I'm going to move that out the way and I'm just going to stick that there. Okay, that should be stuck enough now. As I say, you can fit a gift card onto this. And we're just going to pop that in. Okay, so you can just see the cat's head just peeking out there. Now we also have these black diamantes, rhinestones, and I'm just going to put a couple of these on. I haven't cut them down yet to put in my tub, so put one on there. one there. I think I'll put one on the cat's eye actually. I think his eye would be about there, because he seems to be looking to the side, doesn't he? And we'll just scatter a few around, why not? And there we go. There's our Halloween gift card. Using Spooky Cat, Stamp and Punch, black rhinestones, using our new decorative label punch, and a nice little gift card holder if your children are too old to do trick or treat. You could even use it as a party invite as well. So I hope you give that a go and let me know what you think. As always, my shop details will be down in the description bar. And yeah, have a lovely the rest of your weekend. Hope it goes lovely for you, and I shall speak to you all soon. So take care for now. Bye.